Hello everyone, it is Thursday, March 4th, 2021, of course. Yesterday was New Comic Book Day, and like I stated in my last video, my new comic book videos are either going to be Thursday and Friday. This week it just happens to be on a Thursday. So, not a real big week for books, but there was a couple of really nice titles that came out, so we'll jump into those right now. First from DC, Batman 106. Also has a Robin story at the back of the book. This is where DC is going to start doing main storyline and then smaller storylines for the last few pages of an issue. Had a $4.99 price point, but the paper quality seemed to be a lot better this time, so we'll see if they continue with that moving forward. That was cover A. And cover B. Next up from Marvel, Gwynnm vs. Carnage, number 3. Cool cover there. Daredevil number 26, second printing, really nice looking cover right there, really like that cover. Second print on that. Next up from Marvel, High Republic number 3. There it is. From Marvel, from Peach Momoko, this is Demon Days, X-Men Demon Days number 1. I picked up cover A here. And the Art Germ cover right there. They had like 4 or 5 covers of this book. I don't know how it's going to do, but I just picked up the first one. I don't know if I'm going to get the other ones. Next up, finally, you can never go wrong with an Alex Ross. This is Avengers number 43. This is the timeless cover. Alex Ross of the Vision, of course, with the show going on, WandaVision right now, everything Vision and Avengers is catching fire, like, you know, everything does when they announce something or something is on television or in a movie. But this is just a really, really nice cover. Alex Ross has done really nice covers in the past, and he continues to knock it out. He is an immense talent and absolutely beautiful artwork there. So next up, this was another hot book, but I don't think this book is going to be a whole lot. This is from Boom Studios. This is Keanu Reeves' book, Berserker. This was one cover here. And the variant cover, which was, I think, the 1 in 25 here. Now, as it relates to this book here, the 1 in 25 was selling for cover price because the shops have ordered so much of it. And one shop I went to gave me a copy for $1 because they said, you know what, we ordered a ton, got the variants, sold it, and that was the end of it. So we'll see how the story is. It's a very violent story, real bloody. I just kind of thumbed through it to take a look at the artwork. And again, it's already been picked up for either a television show or a movie because of Keanu Reeves being involved in it. So we'll see what happens, but there's going to be no value in that book simply because there is just tons and tons of them out there. Next up from Source Point, Damn Cursed Children, number 2. Kind of reminds me of some of the old crossed covers right here. Get a closer look at that right there. That little kid just getting tossed. There's that there. From IDW, Star Wars, The High Republic Adventures, number 2. And we got from Dark Horse Comics, Dead Dog's Bite, number 1. Sorry about that. The lighting, because of, you know, the light and the light cover on this is just going to wash it out. There's that. And then a second cover of that right there. And then, unless you've been living under a rock, the book that sold very, very well, if you could get it. This book was limited by the amount of shops it would sell it to, and they had a very strict 1 per person issue, and has to be sold at cover price for the first month out there. This, of course, is from Bad Idea. This is ENIAC, number 1. There, a wicked looking cover right there. Now the funny thing is they released first prints and they released what they called not first prints. Just a different color on the top here. I believe it was red, red lettering, but still really, really cool book. And if you're looking at them online, they're already selling in the $100 to $125 consistently, which is absolutely unbelievable. Now I don't know if the company is going to continue to release multiple titles. But again, with the release of this title from Bad Idea, shops were very specific. You can sell one per person, and you have to sell it for cover price for the first month. And then something about you had to buy issues 2, 3, and 4 if you wanted to buy number 1. Just really weird, but people want it. Here it is right there, sold really well. And that was it as it relates to the new releases. And then I picked up a pop, very excited about this. As you know, I was showing my Killer Clowns from Outer Space pops, and the last one I needed was Shorty, and Shorty came in. There's Shorty. That gives me the set of 3. There was the set of 3 right there. Very happy about that. Really fun, campy 80s movie. Really good soundtrack too for that. And then last but not least, since people love to see vintage books, I picked up another vintage book from 1947. This is called Movie Comics number 3, and it's got Mickey Rooney on the cover, which I'm a huge movie fan from there. Mickey Rooney was one of the largest stars around during that time frame. Here's the cover right here. Really nice looking cover. Again, not high grade copies. This is a VG right here, but still really hard to find from the 40s. Got the, the girl in the, little swing dancing right there. Probably big band in the background. So really nice looking book right there. Very happy to add this to the collection. And again, presents really well. The colors held up over the years. Again, this book is from 1947, so many years down the line for that. So there was that. That is all I picked up this week. Now, I am going to do a video tomorrow, and it's going to be a question and answer video where I get a lot of questions from viewers who ask me questions, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to sit down and answer a bunch of questions for the viewers right there. I am not going to use the viewer's name unless they put in the comment that they want their name to be told. If not, I'm just going to say the question and give you the answer, and we're going to do that tomorrow. But I am going to answer to a comment that was made a few days ago by a viewer named Gamers Galaxy, and he made the comment that he's been watching my videos for a few years now, and he just can't believe how stupid I am as it relates to comic books and the comic book industry as a whole, and the fact that just because I, grossly undergrade books doesn't make me an accurate grader. Anybody can do that because I'm a dunce. And then he called me a neophyte, which, if you don't know what a neophyte is a person who thrusts their opinions on people because they think they're better than everybody else. Well, that's not the case. If you watch my videos like you state you do, you're going to realize that I always say the opinions that I show are mine. The way that I grade books is my grade. The way I grade it, the way I store it is the way I like to store it. Doesn't mean that I'm thrusting that upon you. So obviously, you don't watch a lot of videos. You pick and choose the things that you want to say. But since he made the comment, I thought, let me go to his channel and let me look at what he puts out to better the comic book community as a whole. And so I go to his channel, and lo and behold, it's like anybody else who's a big brave guy behind the keyboard because he's too much of a pussy to say anything and show their face. There's nothing on the there's nothing on his channel. He's got no content, a couple of subscribers. So he is one of those keyboard warriors who likes to sit there and be Mr. Tough behind the keyboard and say things that he thinks is going to upset people. Doesn't upset me. What upsets me is that when I'm out here and other YouTubers in this community are putting themselves on camera and giving an opinion, you're always going to have that Chicken Little who likes to hide behind his keyboard in the basement in a cold, dark room of his mother's house and tell everybody how great he is, but yet he won't put himself out there. Because the reason he won't put himself out there is because in life he probably gets ridiculed and bullied, and this is the only way he can give himself justification for waking up every day. So you keep doing what you want to do. Your comments aren't going to bother me. You make another comment on my video just to be, a troll and fish for something, I'm going to just delete it out. I've given you your 2 seconds of fame by answering your question, and the bottom line is it doesn't mean anything to me. I love my viewers. My viewers come to this channel because they appreciate the content that I put out there, and if you don't appreciate the content, or you don't like the content, or you think I'm such a dunce that I shouldn't be doing anything, you keep watching the video, so I'm obviously doing something that you like. So there was that. Again, if you have a question for tomorrow's, question and answer session I'm going to record, put it down in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer it. And again, if you want your name mentioned when I'm doing the answers, just go ahead and say, you know, it's okay if you mention my name or whatever, because that's what I want to do. For those of you who subscribe to the channel and watch every week, I appreciate all of you. Again, I enjoy doing these videos, and the fact that you enjoy that I do them just makes me want to go out there and do them even more. So thank you for that. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. If you think you might know somebody who might enjoy the content of this channel, let them know about it and maybe they'll subscribe. So that's pretty much all we have right now. Again, all my opinions. If you didn't like the video, nothing I can do for you. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow with the Q&A.